Perfect. I thought it was really amazing. I'm going to tell you, I already noticed a lot of the adjustments you made that we talked about in the last video. So that was really good. I was like forwarding and rewinding and forwarding because I wanted to really get to see, all the wonderful things. So I'm really excited about this conversation. So
Yeah.
start.
For one thing I want to improve is have the students do pair sharing. It's a little hard for this class. I think they haven't done that before. And but if they practice and they can, for some shy kids, they will share with their friends, but they will be scared talking to me or like sharing with everybody. So once they can do little groups, I think it will help them in the future. So yeah, I was trying it today, but it wasn't going well.
Well, it's hard. It's hard, especially when they haven't been exposed to it.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking some ways that you may sort of teach them how to do it is by practicing in small groups. So
Yeah.
that would be a good introduction to it. And then once they master that skill, then you can have them do it in the lesson when they're all
Right.
together.
Oh,
Yeah,
right. Yes, that's a good idea. Yeah, I should.
yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
And another thing, in our class, there's three very special kids. They just can't concentrate on my class because they don't understand at all. So some instructions I would repeat in English to let them know, but they don't follow the instructions. So I feel bad for them that they don't understand the whole lesson, and it's hard to keep them sit crisscross all the time. Yeah, that's my other challenge. And besides that, I think many improvements. Yeah.
But you used a lot of strategies in order to help those kids. I was actually really impressed with, first of all, the fact that you were able to recognize when one of the kids needed to go to the cozy corner and you were able to just like pivot into it quickly. And also there was one child that was having trouble, I think, understanding. It wasn't instructions. It may have been when you were doing the community helpers, the firefighter, and he was having a little struggle and you were able to use gestures and your body language, and all of a sudden it seems like it clicked and he was able to understand. Yeah, so I thought that was really good.
Thank you. Try more. Yeah, try more body language. Yeah.
Yeah, the gestures, the body language, the flashcards, I think were all really, really good. I did want to have one extra suggestion based on and it, you could work it around in different ways. But we talked a little bit last time about maybe having stand-up movement songs, where they could like stand up and act out. So I know in Spanish there's a firefighter song where they actually have to go through the motions and the vocabulary. So I don't know if there's something in Mandarin that you can find or that you can create yourself, maybe come up with a song where they talk about, we use the hose to, quench the fire. We use the ladder to climb. We use the fire truck to go. And the ELL students and the students that are struggling, if they do it with their bodies and they do it with movement, that's another way to give them a chance to sort of understand the concepts and the vocabulary. I feel like
that's
these
good
three,
idea.
like these three
Yeah,
little
I can go
buttons
look for some of the sounds, right? Yeah, they do need movement because they have short attention span. And if we can move a little bit, that would help. Yeah.
How did you feel about I remember last time we talked about, you felt your lesson was ambitious. How did you feel second lesson?
Change, it's we went through the rules. So, and when they are repeating that after me, they would know, okay, right now it's circle time. We need to eyes on teacher and stuff. And also we practice to ring the bell as an attention getter. That works really well. And now they're still doing it. And my lead teacher was amazed because she said that never works and she wouldn't believe it. But yeah, so the kids, when they see that, they would readjust themselves. So that's pretty good. The kids will also learn and they will know what we do first. And I think we're getting there, but still need to improve a lot.
I wouldn't say a lot. I think you really, the key for your success, because I think if you go back and look at the first video and look at the second video, and if you don't look at yourself, if you only look at the children, you see the difference in how engaged they are and how much they're paying attention to you. So I had to
I was only looking at myself.
No. So my suggestion would be to do another reflection where you only look at the children and you see the effect of some of the strategies that you use. Because, for example, using the triangle noise, but paired with movement was life-changing for you. All of a sudden, the children were able to do it. And I think it's because the key was that you added something that was auditory with a movement, and they really, really like that. So if you look at the children, it's like you ring the bell, you do your hands, and all of a sudden you're looking at them and they're paying attention to you. And it's
Right.
like you were about to lose them. They were about to start, getting a little rowdy, but you caught them right at the good moment. So I think that was really good strategy.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Um,
I should keep doing it. Thank you, Christina. Yeah.
yeah, no. And
Yeah.
be consistent, like always use the same thing. So if you're going to use the triangle, which I thought was perfect, just keep using that.
Yes.
Um, Now, how do you feel about, for example, how you use technology this time versus last time? Because I thought there was a
Oh,
change.
yes, right. So last time I used my whole morning meeting, use my computer. So for some kids that couldn't see it, were like on two lines. For the people on the second row, they would lose their attention. But this time we sit on the circle, and I use less computer. Instead, so I printed something out so that I can pass it and show them. I think that's a little better. Yeah, I think it's less challenging. But still, I wish they can be older and play some Kahoot game with me, but we're not there yet.
But they're going to be there. Don't worry, they're going to be there because I
Yeah.
already see them. Once you get their attention, then you can really teach them new skills. So now you're really getting their attention, which is great. And
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to get at. You printed some things out. You gave them things to hold. You gave them a game to play. So it was really interesting and engaging. And then on
Thank
top
you.
of that, I wanted to ask you about giving them the souvenir to take home. So what was your purpose with that?
Oh, yeah. So like I want them to tell their parents what they learned. Like for some parents, I think they don't speak Chinese, and they can all pretty much say it in Chinese. It's 消防员, and I just want to reward them because they were really good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And the good thing is that it connects what they're learning in school with home so that they can go home and be proud of what they learned and tell their parents. And
Yeah.
also, since we have students that may be more advanced and their parents may speak Mandarin, then when they get home, they can practice at a higher level. And the students that may not know as much Mandarin or whose parents don't speak Mandarin are still getting the concepts and the vocabulary that they're studying, but they're doing it at a level that they understand. So I just thought that was really a creative way to make a connection between home and school. Um, so yeah, so really, really good on that. I think that's something that you can do, often, like maybe once you change into a new theme, you can start off the theme by having a little object or image that they can take home.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Yes.
yeah, I thought that was really great. And then also I wanted to ask you more because obviously I'm not a native speaker of Mandarin. I wish, but not.
Yeah. Please
So
ask.
yeah. So I saw that there were students that were maybe like a little shy or didn't want to respond, but you still got them to respond either with gestures or maybe using English. What did you tell them in order to motivate them, or what was your strategy with that? Because I saw children speaking this time that I didn't see speak in the last
Oh,
lesson.
yeah, I know who you're talking about. Him, he speak Arabic in his family, and then so he follow English instruction pretty good. But yeah, I think he can understand when I say Chinese. He just can't say that much. So when I call him, I say 跟我说. So it's like you repeat after to me, and then he just said it. And yeah, last class was the first time I ever heard his voice. It's really cute. It's like low but like very thin voice, and he repeat after me. Yeah. Yeah, I was like,
Okay. I noticed,
yeah,
I
I was
noticed, like,
surprised too.
yeah, I
Yeah,
felt like there was a lot of joy. Like you felt, like this was a big accomplishment because it's a child that normally doesn't feel
yeah,
comfortable and you made him feel comfortable. That's really exciting. And that just shows that you're being, effective in the ways that you're trying to bring in all the students so that, the classroom is inclusive and, you're helping everybody find a comfort zone and positive environment. That's
yeah.
really good. I'm
Thank
very
you.
excited about this second lesson. I think, you put into practice a lot of the things that you said you would, and that's what this is about, right? You set your
Yeah.
goals and you find strategies to meet them. So I'm really happy about it.
Thank you, Miss Christina. Thank you.
Do you have
Yeah.
any questions for me? I mean, I think you did great.
Yeah,
Again,
I
I
think right now
love.
it's all pretty good. Also depends on the kids because I've noticed they're like pretty behaving on Monday, Tuesday, and then when it's come to Friday, they will lose it. So last time was a little lucky. I'm trying to get them on the best of themselves. Yeah.
But you always try to meet the students where they are. If it's Friday and they're a little rowdy, maybe you can have a dance party, maybe you can play
Oh,
an
right.
active game because honestly, even adults are different on Mondays and Fridays. So
Yeah, that's fair, right? Yeah, that's right.
that's fair. So, so
Yeah.
for the little ones, just tailor it to what you see. And if you have a plan and you see that the plan is not working, don't be afraid to switch it, and try something new because I think, you know, even children need sometimes something different than what we're offering them. But I think, for example, today you were able to really, get their attention and, So yeah, I mean, I think it was a great lesson. I really think that it was effective. So great
Thank
job.
you. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for your feedback. I will try to adjust next lesson. Yeah.